Please watch and listen to this. Watch and listen. Do not forget to share this after watching. Watch and listen.
Greetings, my fellow compatriots. There has been numerous rumors amongst people from the Cameroons, especially our French-speaking Cameroonian population, speculating the death of the head of state of the Republic. Inasmuch as we are all fighting to emancipate our people, all our people in Cameroons from all the 10 different regions. The question that I've been asking many of our French-speaking compatriots in Cameroons is, what really are they fighting for? And for the couple of days that I've been privately chatting with a couple of our French-speaking Cameroonian compatriots, it's quite obvious that what they are fighting for, it's very shallow, in the sense that they are fighting for the presidency of Cameroons. They are fighting only for the presidency of Cameroon. This is not what this revolution in Cameroon is about. It's not about one person on top of power. But the revolution which started in the English-speaking parts of Cameroon, the Northwest region and the Southwest region in earnest, is about a fundamental change in governance and form of state. Now, that form of state is defined by many Cameroonians in different forms and different ways. I can't sit here and try to elaborate all the different forms that Cameroonians have in mind. The form of state can be, a two-state federation, a separation of the state, which means Southern Cameroon becomes an independent state. It may be the form of state which is currently now, that some people are running around and saying Cameroon is indivisible. But as I've earlier said, the fight is for the is to accept the right to self-determination for every single Cameroonian. And everyone living within that territory recognized as Cameroons have the right to that self-determination. The head of state or the president, though the current form of state give him the powers to make all the decisions, but I think this revolution is for the future generation of Cameroonians by actually sitting on the table and talking as African people together to find a common solution to the form of governance and form of state for the future generation of Cameroonians to live in peace, in harmony, and each region of that country can attain that right to self-determination and govern their affairs. We already have the 10 cultural boundaries in the country. Now, we should focus on that. As I've told some of my compatriots from the MRC, the people who follow the president of the MRC, the Cameroon Renaissance Movement, Mr. Kamto, this is not about the presidency of Cameroon. This is about the right to self-determination for all Cameroonians in their various regions. It seems to me that these supporters of the MRC are hell-bent on assuming power, not for these rights to self-determination for all regions in Cameroon, but just to become the political leadership of the country without any foresight. I differ with that. The intensity of the revolution in all regions in Cameroon should benefit all regions in Cameroon when this is done and over. Maybe it will become a situation where we will have a head of state, yes, but it's going to be a weak central government, a weak federal government, or whatever the decision might come based on what is being negotiated, what is going to be negotiated by expert negotiators from across that country. We from the Southwest region, through our broad-based consultation that is ongoing, I can sincerely say we know what we want. We want the Southwest region to have its autonomy as its full state with all the powers to govern its affairs in cohesion with all the other 9 regions of Cameroon along our cultural boundaries. This is what the consensus are surmounting to as our broad-based consultation continues. So those of you who are supporting Cameroon Renaissance movement, especially from the West region, I will think this is where you all should be putting all your energy to fight for the right to self-determination for the West. Likewise, our brothers in the Northwest region, who are already part and playing a very important role in this revolution going on in the Cameroons, and dying and shedding blood every day, also have the right to this self-determination for their region. And we are calling on all the other regions. The regions, the South, the East, Adamawa, North, extreme North. This is the new Cameroon we are looking for. The new Cameroons. Us. Collectively. And especially our policies within New Africa Coalition Front is to be able to live in a country where one region don't play political gimmicks because of the lever of power or because of population density and try to control the destiny of the people of another region. So I'm asking those of you who are supporting Cameroon Renaissance movement to focus on this. The Cameroon for tomorrow, and not to repeat the same mistakes that since Cameroon, both Cameroons became independent and inherited that colonial form of state and governance, which has been a problem ever since. We can't afford to fail collectively as people from the Cameroons. We have to fight collectively to make sure we build a new Cameroons, that the right to self-determination will go back to all the 10 regions along our cultural boundaries. As for now, we in the New Africa Coalition Front the presidency of Cameroon is inconsequential. Fighting for the president of Cameroon, we consider it inconsequential because New Africa Coalition Front is fighting for for a new Cameroon and for the next generation of Cameroonians after we all must have been gone. And we believe that new form of state and governance will become the catalyst for regional integration in the Gulf of Guinea and subsequently continental integration as we have begun across the continent with CAFTA. Thank you all for your time. Bye.